What's going on, Geeks and Goblins? Welcome to the special episode of Geeks and Goblins, the Sony State of Play presentation. I hope everybody is doing well today. Oh my gosh, we got a different layout for it. It's a little bit different. I am OG Goblin, half of Geeks and Goblins here today, presenting you with this special presentation. That's my Facebook page. And this is IGN. Because, you know, it's not live yet. 26 minutes and 40 seconds until the State of Play officially begins. I thought about throwing up maybe some, like, a word pad sheet, you know, a little bit of, what we could potentially see, what we want to see, what they've talked about. I was like, I could do a couple of those things, or I could just, you know, go live and we can judge other YouTube channels. Who we got in the chat? I see AJ Darkfire down there. What's going on, my friend? Utopia and Revolt. Hello, my better half. Oh, you call me the better half. I call you the better half. It is what it is. What's going on, my friend? I wish you could be here. I hope you get to feeling well soon here. I would have loved for this to be a dual presentation. But there will be plenty of more opportunities in the future. We're gonna have a little drinking game while we play. For those of you that are capable, we're gonna do a little bit of a sippity sip. If you are so inclined. AJ Darkfire, in the middle of flying and listening to me in the background, I'm sure it is quite soothing for you on your space flights. So let's see. We're gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna create too many drinking game rules here. Let's say you take a sip from your drink every time we get a new IP. Nope. Actually, I'm just going to do it to two. 2 sips from a drink for every new IP that you don't care about. 3 sips from a drink for every IP that you do care about. So we do know that this is supposed to be like primarily third-party games, as well as it's supposed to be PSVR 2. So I feel like there's not a lot in the room of expectation, if you know what I mean. Just the idea that, you know, we are going to get, you know, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of first-party related things. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of a Final Fantasy, much in the way of a Spider-Man, God of War. I am more than happy to be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. I am 100% more than happy to be proven wrong. I just don't think that that's what we're going to... I don't think that's what we're going to be getting. At all. I've not seen them hint at all to any bit of first-party showings, so we'll see. We'll see. We're hoping. Let's move away from IGN for a bit. I wonder if there's anything else. Maybe I'll just toss up like a cool visual while we wait. Or is everybody's doing something, man. That's what I love about these State of Plays. Everybody's doing something. Is game trailers? Oh, okay, I got it. So it is okay for me to be there. All right, I felt a little grimy at first. I was like, I don't want to be on, you know, I don't want to be on IGN's page, but it is literally IGN presenting the Summer of Gaming by the good old Lord and Savior of gaming himself, Jeff Keighley. So it's okay. I feel more okay about it. Although I'm more fond of game trailers, I think. So I'll be here. They've been live for 2 hours, man. I just don't think I could hold on for that long, waiting for a show to get talked about. You found out that Ubisoft is apparently going to release a smaller scale Assassin's Creed game that goes back to social stealth and not open world roots. I hope we see that. I assume that you mean to say you hope that we see that. I've not heard anything about that in the last few days. That is a curious thing. Not to say that it's not going to happen. I just haven't heard anything about that. I'm curious. Assassin's Creed. Is that one of those rumors, or is that like, is that well vetted? I think we're gonna have to define well vetted here in the future. All I see so far is Origins. Yeah, so like how Origins got its 60 FPS boost. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on that. If you want to send something my way so I can check that out myself, I'm more than happy to check it out. But I am not seeing anything on in the world on that note. Ooh, alright. I'm sure you would. It was vetted by Jason Schreier over on Twitter, on the Twitter world. I'm curious. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm not gonna bring you guys on that journey with me. We're gonna keep an eye on the Summer Game Fest over there. Jason Schreier. I don't know who Jason Schreier is. Let's see. Jason Schreier. Rumor. New smaller Assassin's Creed game. This is published by Push Plus. And this is about February 9th. That is an old vet, my friend. That is a very, very old vet. Let's see. Now, it is apparently backed up by Eurogamer. Ubisoft has a new Assassin's Creed game in development, according to a fresh report from Bloomberg's ever-reliable Jason Schreier. Sources say that this title, codenamed Rift, will abandon the open-world structure of most Assassin's Creed games and will focus on stealth-based gameplay. Let's see, Eurogamer has backed all this up too, adding that the publication has heard of Rift. It was previously told that the game would feature the city of Baghdad as a setting, but things may have changed since then. Interesting. That is an old vet. But hey, you never know. It might pan out. Not to say that it won't pan out. You never know. Games. I've heard about so many games that get brought up that end up not being super anything, but you know, they're heavily talked about. And yes, I do see the initial reporting article. And Ubisoft Entertainment SA has turned an Assassin's Creed expansion into a standalone game to help fill out its thin release schedule, according to people familiar with the project. Jesus, man. Spokeswoman for Ubisoft said the company doesn't comment on rumors or speculation, as they do a disservice to our development teams and community, adding that they have solid and exciting lineup of titles in our pipeline, both established brands with new story twists and features, and brand new IPs that will continue to change the landscape of today's gaming. So that will be seen, maybe, eventually down the line. So we will see. Jason is the news insider for video games. Ooh, that's a claim. I've never heard of him. I don't know. Not to say that it's not true. I have to believe you. You're like my co-host. Not like my co-host. You are my co-host. The game that was just on the screen there is a game that I've been interested in for quite some time. I forget the name of it though, but it was interesting to me when they initially showed it off. Let's take a listen in on these guys over here on IGN.
Sometimes there's expectations of like, oh, it'll be smaller games for a little bit.
I'm trying to keep expectations in check here, you know, but at the same time, like, Sony should know that people have high expectations this time.
Friendly
like,
Feline, what's going on with you? Welcome to the stream.
And it's not a Halloween party, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of understandable for people to be like, oh, it's going to show up in costume. What could go wrong? Like, it's
18 minutes. 18 minutes. That's another reason why I'm on their channel, because I get like a solid timer. Come closer to the actual time, I'm going to go to Sony's channel.
The same day God of War releases.
Yeah,
it'll be him.
Max, I feel like there's some trauma there that you actually showed up to a Halloween party in costume and you were the only person in costume.
Yeah, they're just chit chatting about. They're just chit chatting about. I don't need to listen in on that. Although what I may do, I'm probably gonna toss on some tunage, real low like. Something in the background to keep us some company while we wait for the state of play to start. You're excited about the new Pokemon game. I'm excited to talk about the new Pokemon game on this coming episode of Geeks and Goblins, an official episode of Geeks and Goblins, that is. I'm super excited to talk about it. Sprigatito is still the favored starter Pokemon, followed by Fuecoco. He's a hungry little kitty. Not Fuecoco, I'm sorry. He's a hungry little pepper lizard creature, and that gives... I feel those vibes, for I too am in a lot of ways a hungry little pepper creature. To be fair, you have no idea what Sony is gonna announce. Neither do we. Not a single idea. Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy 16, and Sly Cooper, and this is a perfect state of play. I I absolutely wish that was gonna happen. I doubt we'd get an Assassin's Creed. I doubt we get an Assassin's Creed. Final Fantasy 16. Please? Like, please? I would die. I've been waiting for more of this game. A return to that medieval dark fantasy look. Chef's kiss. I'm 100% here for it. And Sly Cooper, you can't go wrong with Sly Cooper. I want it. I need it. I breathe it. And I'm also just kind of looking forward to this drinking game. I don't have much in the way of mixers anymore, so I'm just going to have to rely on my lovely bottle of Hennessy after a certain point. But like I said, 2 drinks if it's an IP you don't care about, 3 drinks if it's an IP that you do. And I will chug my drink if it's a... I will chug the drink, not finish it, I'll just chug it. I'll chug like half of it. If it is a triple A release. If we get a triple A release, I will just like unleash the beast upon my glass of drink. That is what I will do. If it is a triple A release, you know, I think there's a distinction between like double and triple A that we're gonna have to kind of make an agreement about there in the chat. But you know, 20 drinks if it's a mobile game. If Sony announces mobile games, I will cry. I'll actually cry. I won't be okay. This isn't the market that I wanted to step in. I didn't come here to talk mobile games at all. That's just, ugh. I'm mad you even said something like that. It hurt my feelings to hear you say that. Like it makes me actually uncomfortable. Could you imagine that announcement though? Sony's getting into the mobile game field by releasing Sly Cooper Temple Run. I don't even know mobile games, man. I don't know mobile games enough to sit here and be like, yep, that's what's happening. Like, ugh, mobile gaming. I've just never been the guy, man. Like, I've never been the person to just, you know, absolutely just download a mobile game and play it. There's one right now that I've been trying to get into. Dislight. It's some weird, like, for me, I've been referring to it as if, like, Valorant meets Smite aesthetically. But I just can't. It's one of those like auto battlers where you like get better, where they have like loot boxes and you get like better characters and you can level up the characters by having multiples. I can't do it. I can't do it. Alex showed me the video of the mobile Diablo game release last night. Oh yeah, no. Maybe. That's also a maybe for me. Never been a super big Diablo fan. Of course, I've played it. I played it with the lovely Azu. Not a gigantic fan, but I could get into it. It's because I didn't get a chance to play it enough, I think, really. I think I could get into it if I played it some more. Diablo Immortal is surprisingly decent, though. Also, don't make me cry, lol. They made an Uncharted match 3, you believe? What do you mean an Uncharted match 3? Are you referring to like an Uncharted mobile game? Look, man, everybody's got to do the mobile game treatment at some point. Okay? I understand. I get it. I don't have to like it, though. That's kind of the point that I'm trying to make. I get it, but I don't have to like it. Alright? It makes sense from a business standpoint, right? Like, you want to be able to reach the broadest audience possible. And not everyone's going to have a Steam Deck. So you got to be able to have games for the people that are going to be gaming off of a Steam Deck. And lo and behold, mobile games would more than likely be the easiest thing to do that with. I also want to give a quick shout out. I doubt they'd ever be in here, but I want to give a shout out to Magnus Sanford for liking and retweeting my Roller Champions tweet the other day. He's the head of engagement and communication over at Ubisoft. That's a banger, bro. Like, that made me feel... I woke up and I saw it and I was like, who is Magnus Sanford? And then I saw it and I was like, oh, somebody big saw a tweet from the old OG Goblin. That's a banger. So shout out to Magnus. It'd be dope if he popped up in here and said hello to the folks. Just saying. Not a requirement. I was like, yo, this is really cool, man. This is really, really cool. My expectations, hopes, and dreams for this particular state of play. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have many. If you've been keeping track of the shorts that I've been uploading. Actually, no, I don't think I got a chance to upload this one, so I can just say them here. What I've been looking forward to specifically for this State of Play, I'm very interested in an official announcement, an official release and showing of PSVR 2. That is more or less confirmed that we will see titles for PSVR 2. We don't know if we're going to get a release date or a price point. Personally, I would love to get a release date and a price point, more likely in the holiday area, or maybe, who knows, coming up very soon. Roughly around under $400. I think anything over $400 kind of muddles the waters a little bit, but anything under $400 I think is a fantastic price point. Match 3 being a Bejeweled-esque game, realistic expectations for VR Horizon, VR Experience, God of War VR, Half-Life, Alex. There have been rumors swirling as well for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 VR. I think the announcement is a little too soon for us to see that currently, but I do think it is a possibility that we could see it, or at least, pardon, a hint of it. But I think it is a little too soon. Alex really wishes he was feeling well enough to join me for this stream. There will be more. There will be more. This is just one of many in the next couple of weeks coming up, so there are plenty more opportunities to join and have a proper Geeks and Goblins special. But for now, he's here in spirit and he's here in the chat, so I expect him to be just as vocal in the chat as he is on a typical experience. Back to that statement right there, God of War VR, that could be really good. That would be really exciting. It wouldn't even be really hard to work, right? Because, I mean, especially if we're sticking with the axe, that's super easy. That's super, super easy. I'd very much like that. Half-Life Alex. A port onto the PSVR 2. I think that would do good for. I think that would do good for initial numbers and just to show the power of the actual headset itself. So yeah, I'm all here for that. PSVR 2, I'd like it to be a single cable system. I actually think there may be some level of confirmation on that already, but I would hopefully like to see that, maybe lower the amount of cables that we have. I'd love it to be wireless, but we're living in the real world, and I just don't think that that is going to happen. And as of right now, we officially are 10 minutes out from the State of Play from this very moment. I'm excited, man. The summer of gaming is here. The summer of gaming is here, and now, this is the kickoff. This is the send-off we've been waiting for in, I think, almost in less than 2 weeks. We also have the Xbox Bethesda showcase. It's all happening, man. We did get confirmation that Ubisoft will not be holding their own showcase earlier today, I believe, or late last night. We got a confirmation of that, which is very upsetting. A lot of us have been waiting on Beyond Good and Evil 2. Any type of movement on that. I'm signed up as a beta player, an alpha player, and a play tester, so hopefully I can get some internal confirmation on that sometime soon here in the near future. I obviously, if it happened, I wouldn't be able to talk about it probably, but I'd love to see it. So that means no Beyond Good and Evil 2, more than likely no Assassin's Creed, and any other announcements coming from Ubisoft. Some other small announcements. We do have an official title now for Dragon Age. It was on the top of my head when I brought it up, and now I have to look at it again. We have an official name, an official title. Dragon Age Dreadwolf is the name of the next installment in the Dragon Age franchise that was announced today as well. It's been a good week, and I can't wait to break all these things down and go into detail on this Saturday's episode of Geeks and Goblins. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be a super exciting week. It's disgusting how exciting of a week it's been, and this month is really just the kickoff for all things gaming and all things that we love about gaming. And you can come right here to this channel, Goblin Gang Entertainment, and we will hit you with all of the latest and greatest in news and information. Flat Coke, guys. Flat Coke. It leaves an interesting taste in the mouth. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. After this, I'm probably going to have to get myself some lovely ginger ale from my friends over there at GoPuff. This is not an ad, but if you live in some sort of metropolitan area, man, get yourself GoPuff. It's just amazing. Why leave the house for things like soda and all these other little things when you can just, you know, GoPuff it. I think the GoPuff name is very funny because I think we all know who that business was designed for. Dreadwolf is a kick-ass name. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Especially the artwork, the key art that they released around that also looks really fantastic. I'll have it up on the screen, you know, come to Saturday. So we'll definitely dive into that a little bit more in more likely our weekly roundup. I'm not sure there's a whole lot to talk about there from a larger standpoint. Probably going to show us some new VR stuff. That is pretty much whatever the opposite of all but confirmed is. I guess just confirmed. That's confirmed from their initial statement that we will be getting PSVR 2 information. Have I had Vernors? Yes, I have. My mother put me on Vernors. That's that real ginger ale. It doesn't mix well with alcohol. It doesn't mix well with, say, like your Hennessy or whatever it is that you like to mix with your alcohol. If you're an alcohol mixer, it just doesn't mix well. It's definitely kind of like a standalone drink that I prefer. Like, I love a good can of Vernors. The first time I had it, I thought I was going to, like, it's like, it was like, imagine, like, being suffocated and then taking a fresh breath of air instantaneously. That's, like, what, like, my first sip of Vernors felt like. I was like, I don't know what's happening to my body, but I like it, and I want more of it, and I've kind of been an addict ever since. It's kind of like, it's in its purest form, right? So, I mean, like, maybe not its purest form, but it's in a pure form. It gave me those, what do you call them? Martinelli's apple juice vibes. Like, after you have it, you kind of don't want to go back. You know? You don't want to go back from what it is. You want to stick with what you got. So, I don't know. My drink is going to be gone before it starts, and we're only 5 minutes away. We're only 5 minutes away. All right, I'm going to leave these people alone here. I'm going to have them up on a whole other screen. Maybe not them. But, oh no, nope, that's back on IGN again. Oof, my hand just did a weird thing. Ah, that hurts. Oh, is it subtitled? PlayStation's account is live, so that's lit. So 6 minutes. No, I don't want subtitled. I want the actual... There we go. How they run like 3 live streams at once is like beyond me. That's dope. So that's actually funny. I guess me and Utopian Revolt could actually stream at the same time. I never realized you could, I guess I have seen them do that before. I just never like really put much stock into the fact that they have. Muy interesante. Alright, here we go. Screen is up. It's official. We're going into it. 5 minutes and 42 seconds left until the state of play begins. Last minute predictions. Toss them in the chat if you are in here. Tell me, what is the number one thing that you hope to see on this state of play? We know we're getting third party. We know we're getting PSVR 2. We are it's almost unlikely that we will get first party titles. So go ahead and hit it in the chat. What is your number one most anticipated thing that you are going to see in this state of play? Let me know. Let me know now. I must know. And in 5 minutes, it will begin. If I had to say the number one thing that I'm excited to hopefully see, easily, hands down, it's got to be Final Fantasy. I need it in my life. I need it. I need it like we need water. Like we need oxygen, okay? That's what I want. That's what I want. Something new from Kojima. Ooh, you know, that is a possibility. A Death Stranding 2? Would that be considered third-party exclusive? Yeah, third-party exclusive. So yeah, it's up in the air. We could get Death Stranding 2, maybe some DLC or something brand new altogether. That would be dope, as always. Something new from Kojima. And of course, by the way, guys, I will be having limited vocal reactions once this thing goes live. I want to be able to react visually. But you guys will catch a little bit of me. VR supported Death Stranding 2, that would be insane. Although I feel like unless they shipped us like walker units, like VR walker units like they used to have in the mall when we were kids, I wouldn't want it. Because I want to be able to have that sensation of walking across a nation. Like, and if I can't have that in VR, like what am I here for? If I want the real UPS sim like experience. As a matter of fact, can we just get like like UPS, parcel delivery simulator. Parcel delivery simulator. I mean, like, you gotta wait for them dudes to load your truck and be pissed off about how they load the truck. You gotta get your route in. You gotta figure out your route. Once you get to your location, you gotta be able to sort through all your boxes, find the boxes for people. You gotta make sure people aren't stealing the boxes out of your truck, you know, when you're delivering. I'd pay for that game. $9.99 on Steam. I swear to God I would. What if they announced that they acquired Square Enix after the Final Fantasy 16 demo? I would shit. Oh God, sorry, I had a hiccup. I would absolutely shit. Oh my God, that would be insane. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's a way to kick off the summer of gaming, right? By the way, Final Fantasy 16 exclusive to the PlayStation. Why, bitch? Because we just acquired Square Enix. Jaws drop. Like, literally, I don't even have a Thursday anymore. My Thursday is non-existent. They stole my Thursday. They stole the hype. They stole the hype. Like, that, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It won't happen. Right? It's not gonna happen. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that's gonna happen. But it would be dope. It would be absolutely dope. My needle, like, pause, would be it'd be doing all this. It would be doing all this. I would have a conniption. I would like, psh, heart exploded. Just saying. Sorry, I got a notification from Twitter saying all the sneak peeks from the State of Play, and I was about to be like, dude, it hasn't even happened yet. 2 minutes! Oh my God. I'm excited. Not gonna lie, aside from Final Fantasy, I can't think of any guaranteed showings. There have been a couple of leaked lists real quick in these last 2 minutes before we silence myself, kind of, and turn the volume back up. There have been a couple of leaked rumors about a Street Fighter 6, more Forspoken, a couple of other games that seem like brand new IPs, Horizon's VR experience, God of War's VR experience, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's VR experience. You can definitely find some leaked lists out there of a run of shows, so to speak. I'm not entirely sure if I think that they're real or not. I think Street Fighter 6 is a possibility, but otherwise, a lot of the things that I saw on that list, other than Stray, the game where you play as the stray cat in the robot world, I don't think any of it really holds much weight. So, we're kind of just gonna have to sit back, relax, and see. We are 1 minute out now. If I'm repeating myself or if I seem like hesitant, I'm sorry. I'm just excited. The summer of gaming is officially here. We're officially live with the summer of gaming over here on the Geeks and Goblins channel. Let's go ahead and tune into the music over there on the State of Play. Guys, thank you for joining me. I'm happy I was able to do this with you. I'm super duper excited as to what we're going to get here. Just almost 30 seconds until the State of Play begins. Ooh, I'm super excited. Luke! Hello, good sir. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the State of Play presentation. I hope you're ready to sit back and relax. We are 20 seconds until it begins. Real quick, if you're just now joining us, if you're just now hopping in, I want to see your most anticipated rumored thing that you are going to see here on the State of Play in these next 10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, happy to be here with you. Thank you for joining us over here on the Geeks and Goblins official channel, Goblin Gang Entertainment. Let's get straight into it.
I've located Baby Eagle. Yes, you, me. Big Durang is about to vacation, eh?
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Should have saw that one coming. Should have definitely seen Resident Evil 4 Remake coming.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Should have definitely seen Resident Evil 4 Remake coming. Did anybody have that on their bingo list? Utopian Revolt called it with the VR content. Oh, this is already starting off good.
And we've got some great PlayStation updates to share with you today. And thanks to Capcom for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR2 content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at 4 games in development for PlayStation VR2.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
Yo, graphically, this is looking really good so far.
Careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters.
What are you doing?
I'd like the record to show that Utopian Revolt said he will sacrifice his wallet and get the PSVR 2 for the channel. We will hold him to this. We will hold him to it.
You, of all people, have the audacity to question me? You, who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou to plunder our righteous gains and cut our throats like a demon in the night. What have you done to ensure the future of this forsaken city? You, who have brought nothing but chaos.
What is this,
Death
dying
was
light?
swallowing this city whole. It was I who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous. Welcome home, tourist.
Okay. Walking Dead. I thought that Saints and Sinners part of it was done, but okay. Okay, lots of zombies for VR. I guess zombies in VR are the vibe. No Man's Sky VR, let's go! Is it? I had no idea it was already available in VR for PC. It's gonna be a sad day for those Xbox fanboys, let me tell you.
There. Where are you taking me? I asked you a question. Everyone says Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and he'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
It's a snap maw. We're not gonna make it. Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why? Redemption is still possible, Reyes. Climb the mountain. Find out why the machines are attacking. Do that, and you shall be a free man. It will take all your wits, your skills, and courage. You have walked in the shadows, Reyes. Now it is time to climb into the light.
Okay, so far these games
Hi,
look good.
I'm Ben McCaw, Narrative Director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today. For details on this free update, please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
So on those VR games, hopefully they're not on rails experiences, just like
Get
AJ
ready.
said.
A PlayStation fan favorite is coming to PC.
Oh.
These past few years, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I'm getting it for mods.
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
You can't just push people around like that.
Just ask for help next time.
Time to bring back the glory days.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Yo, okay, keep it rolling, PlayStation. Oh, it's Stray. This is the game that I was talking about. I never thought I would be so compelled to play a game where you play a stray cat. But Annapurna found a way. Game of the Year 2022, hands down, easy, without question, Game of the Year. And you can let yourself get pet by the robots, so like easy. July 19th, let's go. For the channel, maybe?
Explore a mysterious cyber city in Stray.
Let me know if y'all want to see it.
And PS4 July 19th. PlayStation Plus Extra members and higher can download Stray at no extra cost when it launches next month. Up next, 3 games that will get your heart racing.
What? Free? Come on.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead Moon? Dead. Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck. So whatever you're holding on to right there, that's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
No, they teased this game a while ago. It's not Dead Space, though.
I just love that last part.
Unless it is Dead Space.
Gives me chills every time.
Yep, the Callisto Protocol. Interestingly enough, apparently this game is set in the same universe as PUBG? Just so everybody knows? Weird, right? That's a pass for me, though. Y'all know how I feel about zombie games.
In the year 2030, a new blood sport grips the globe. And in the arena, there will only be the victorious and the dead.
I already want this. I know I want it already. Yes, it's literally Roller Champions with guns from what I can see. Don't know what it is, but it looks really cool. It looks really stylish and it looks really cool.
The world is watching in Rollerdrome.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
Thought it was Final Fantasy. I'm sorry.
The world hasn't ended yet. It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt! Don't you want science in your corner? Oh, ew! I'm going to miss them.
I look forward to seeing what you can do.
Sword Arm Online, I hate you. Eternites? Oh no. Keep the game, give me the soundtrack. Keep the game and give me the soundtrack and I'll be good.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming to PS5 and PS4 next year. Let's check back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter. I called it. Called it.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending. Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. If you want to start off on the right foot in this city, hit the streets.
I'll take a Street Fighter VR. Oh, and then we New York? Let's go. Yo, is this like a Street Fighter RPG? You don't want the smoke, bro. You don't want the smoke. Yo, this is legitimately like a Street Fighter RPG.
It started from the ground up, training getting wound up, channeling it in itself and moving up and down, crossing over past the bound from the time the clock can keep score. Years I never thought it crossed before. When I get tired on my knees, I gotta dig in the deep. I feel like I'm on the left, it really has got me. Actions always the way, no goodbyes. If you just let it get.
The top player is here. Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good
Maybe. I might have jumped the gun a little bit. It might have like RPG elements for the story mode, but I don't know. I don't know.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Street Fighter 6.
Yo, those had to have been RPG elements, right? Game of the show so far? That's a bold claim. Yo, I think you might be able to make your own fighter for once. Yo, that's super interesting. That's super, super interesting.
That was your first look at Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Mark your calendars, it comes to PS5 and PS4 in 2023. Now it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later this year.
Played a little bit of Tunic. It was cute. It was fun. You're saying, wow, I know you're watching the show ahead of a couple of us. Stop it. Stop it. And yes, because we've already seen Tunic already, they could have 100% saved this for a blog post. Like, I never understand why Sony is so insistent on, like, wasting time in state of plays for games that they could have just purely been like, it's Tunic coming to PlayStation September 27th, and then whatever other game we're getting after this. It's cute. It was fun. but I don't think it's state of play material, personally.
She set out to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future.
It will scratch your Zelda itch.
About living together.
And we asked her about traveling alone.
When the season turns, what will remain?
Only what she saw, what she captured.
She carries the sounds of the season.
Sir, that is a woman.
The way she listened made you want to tell her everything.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets. I think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends.
I hate all of you. And yes, this game is gorgeous.
Is it gone?
Not yet.
Really pretty game. Really, really pretty game.
世界中のゲーマーの皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田です。長らくお待たせいたしましたが、いよいよファイナルファンタジー16の最新情報をお届けする日がやってまいりました。最新のトレーラーとともにインタビューなども始まりますので、ぜひそちらも楽しみにお待ちください。今世界には本当に様々な困難があります。僕らゲーム開発者にはゲームを一生懸命作るということしかできません。ゲームというエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。それでは最新のトレーラーをどうぞ。
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Yes, bitch. Let's go. It looks brutal, man.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Yo, it looks absolutely brutal. Oh my god. Need it. I need it today.
And that's a wrap. Don't forget to visit the PlayStation blog
Of
to
course
learn
that's
even
it,
more
man.
about today's announcements.
Of
See you
course
next time.
that's it. Yo, okay. Okay. Hell of a show. Holy hell of a show. Yo, okay. The breakdown. So much PSVR 2. Spider-Man on PC. Final Fantasy 16. Oh my god. Resident Evil Remake. I think those are like the big takeaways. The big takeaways. Okay, let's break it all down. Utopia Revolt has given a 4 out of 5 Geeks. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 Goblins. 3.5 out of 5. I just have to. I never rate these state of plays high. I never do them because we never get the appropriate amount of like oomph. Like we never get it, man, because they always gotta bloat us with some frickin' some indie titles. No offense to the indie titles. It's just this is the state of play. So Street Fighter 6 also a hitter. AJ Darkfire, he says 3 out of 5. Spider-Man number 1, Resident Evil number 4, Resident Evil 4 remake number 2 for you. I definitely got to kind of go with. I'm just gonna run it on replay. Let's just kick it back. Yeah, definitely a couple of games that were just like all right. You know, absolutely. Less talking heads, less indies, one more AAA indie surprise. Absolutely. Had we gotten a little less indie and one more AAA game, that would have been chef's kiss. That would have been absolute perfection. I would say. I would say that would have been absolute perfection. I think for what we got though, a solid 3.5 out of 5. A good start, man. I need to know more about Street Fighter 6. Definitely need to know more about Street Fighter 6. It looked like it had some open world RPG stuff going on, or at least some open world action adventure. I don't want to go as far as to say RPG, but definitely some open world character driven stuff going on there. Final Fantasy 16, finally a good look at some of the gameplay, a little bit of the UI. I wouldn't be surprised if that's to change, but we're getting the Aeons back, like, or as this time they're known as icons. They're known as icons. We're getting back Ifrit. We're getting back Bahamut. We're getting, just all of them. Microsoft still king. LOL. Big LOL. Very, very big LOL. Microsoft, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'll say it. I think Microsoft has their work cut out for them a little bit. But they stand to have bigger announcements. The big announcements, right? Not including Spider-Man. Let's take Spider-Man out of the picture. Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Street Fighter 6. Those were probably the biggest announcements across the whole board. As much as I hate to say it, being the Sony fan that I am, I think Microsoft could swoop in on the 12th for the bigger showcase. For the bigger showcase. Unless Sony has something else down its sleeve for this summer of gaming. A couple of disappointing areas though. No visuals on the PSVR 2, no announcement date, and no price point. We still know so little about it. I admit that Resident Evil 7 looks really good on it, but we know so little about it, man. Like, I need details to, like, actually make me want to go out and get it. And I don't understand what's so heavy about the zombie experiences on Sony's end, but, like, I'm well past the zombie game franchise. Like, we get it. Zombies exist. Like, I'm just over it. You guys know I don't like zombies. Kind of crazy that all the big games in here are Capcom and Square Enix, both of which have been listed as potential acquisitions by Sony. Absolutely. That is a really big, interesting thing. I don't know how it's gonna look though. I don't know. I'd like to think that Sony is gonna have more to show us a little bit later. This can't have been it. You know, this can't have been all we have to look forward to, because if it is, you know, I talked about this on a couple of Geeks and Goblins ago. I think potentially, I think that Sony, you know, could stand to lose their footing against Microsoft if they let them take certain steps before they do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They could easily, like I said, it's heavily dependent on the resolution of the headset. How much better is it than the first one? Yes. And that's everything that you said is the exact reason why we need to know more. There's just not enough there to compel me to get a PSVR 2 yet. Especially since, the 4 games they showed us were a Walking Dead game, Resident Evil 7, what are these other 2 that they showed off? No Man's Sky, and Horizon. Horizon is probably, I think, the bigger announcement there. How long is it going to be? Like, how long is it going to be? How much of an open world is it? Is it linear? Like, these are super, super important things that we didn't really get answers to that, personally, I do think we need. The VR headset has to match close to what we have for PC to be successful, or the argument becomes just get a PC and a high-end VR headset. I think then the difficult point with that is when we end up talking price, right? Like, the price point between getting a console and getting a PC and then getting a VR headset on top of that, I'm pretty sure it's a high entry point. I think the next step of what you're saying also comes down to the library, which, I mean, PC library is insane. That's a given. I believe that the PSVR 2 has 4K OLED per eye. We know the tech, just not the price and final details. VR's biggest issue, limited amount of games. If you exclusive won't cut it, OLED. Let's you know what? Let's see if we can get some digging on that really quick. I know they talked about it at. Yes. Okay. So let's just take a moment to step in, shall we?
Exploring new technology that
Let's learn
unlocks
some
new
more.
entertainment experiences. Virtual reality is central to that philosophy. Nothing elicits emotion quite like the VR medium. With next generation VR for PS5, it's our vision to provide the ultimate entertainment experiences to players. Today, I'm thrilled to announce the official names for our next-gen VR system, PlayStation VR 2. And our next-gen controllers will be called PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers. PlayStation VR 2 will introduce a new generation of VR games that enable players to feel a greater sense of presence and become more immersed within their game worlds once they put on the headset and wield the controllers. PlayStation VR 2 will bring together the power of technology with the creativity of developers. For gamers, that means experiences that can evoke a whole range of emotions. PlayStation VR 2 taps into the latest technology to deliver a truly next-gen experience that brings the player closer to the gameplay experience. We've developed new sensory features, enhanced controls and tracking, and upgraded visual fidelity.
So many hit words.
For example, with eye tracking, you'll be able to interact more intuitively as your character while allowing for improved social expression. The headset also has feedback, so players will feel subtle, responsive vibrations that heighten the sensations
So
of
if
their
you get
in-game
knocked upside the
actions.
head, you feel that.
Visually, PlayStation VR 2 will offer a best-in-class experience with 4K HDR, foveated rendering, and 110-degree field of view.
Okay, give me that field
All
of
of
view.
this is on top of the new PlayStation VR 2 Sense controllers, which enable players to feel and interact with games in a much more visceral way.
So many hit words.
We're also excited to announce that one of the biggest exclusive franchises on PlayStation will be coming to PlayStation VR 2.
Yeah, and this is where they talked about
Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Yeah, so
from
I mean that's
Guerrilla
all we know.
Games and Firestone.
That's all we know. So I mean, not that it's a bad thing. It's just, you know, that's all we know for right now, and that's okay. That's okay. But you know, I need a release date and I need a price point. Anything over 400, forget about it. Absolutely forget about it. Wouldn't pay for it. Wouldn't pay for it. Not in this day and age. I can literally just and I'm just talking about me and what I assume is a couple of other gamers. I could literally just, you know, I have VR. I have a VR headset at home. You know, I could just reinvest into that, you know, and upgrade my experience. Which, I mean, my experience only has so much more upgrading to do. But just as far as like getting games and like making VR more comfortable for me, it sounds like a neat experience, but the problem relies. We know how Sony likes to exaggerate on their stuff, just like the Sony 3D audio they were super excited about. Yeah, the 3D audio was never like, didn't really kick off. Not a big fan of it personally. So, I mean, and that's something I'm super excited for, but honestly, I haven't tried it again since the first time that I tried it, so I'm looking forward to maybe like revisiting that and seeing how it is with a more high quality sound setup. You never know. But, just in terms of this particular showcase, the PlayStation State of Play for June of 2022, I give it a solid 3.5 out of 5. Not enough there to move my needle. I would have liked to see some much more bigger announcements, honestly. Nice that we get a Horizon update. Nice that we get a Horizon update. That's always good, I guess. But, you know, I was hoping for a little bit more. I think we're going to have to wait for that, you know, PS State of Play first party announcement kind of thing. I don't know. I think that's become like the struggle with PlayStation. We never know when we're going to see them nowadays. Like the State of Play even kind of came out of nowhere. So we never really know when we're going to see them. But I will 100% be getting this. I will 100% be getting the Spider-Man on PC. Like, just for the modding capabilities, just to see what people make on this, it's gonna be a damn good time, man. It's gonna be a really, really good time. The visual fidelity, oh, somebody said it. I forgot who brought it up in the chat. Somebody said it when it came up, but I was like, dude, this is the vibe that I have been waiting for. So to be fair, the resolution, they say, matches the HP Reverb 2, which eliminated almost entirely the screen door effect. We'll see. I'll wait until like some more consumer grade reviews come out for it, man, until we get some more people talking about it. But they've yet to make me excited for VR on the PlayStation. But we will remember that Utopian Revolt said that he will sacrifice his wallet for the channel. So, guys, remember that he said that. Oh, I know it's going to be super... Oh, it has to be. It better be. It better be super optimized. But guys, before we head out of here, let me know in the chat, what was your number one most exciting thing from this State of Play? For me, and I think maybe for a few of you, hands down, it had to have been Final Fantasy 16. At least for me. You know, I can't speak for everybody else, but I know Final Fantasy 16 was possibly the biggest vibe for me from this particular State of Play. I think it was the best thing that they showed off. I'm super hyped for it. Final Fantasy is one of the first gaming franchises that I fell in love with, so to get it going again, I'm right here. I'm super excited for it. Spider-Man, 100%, that's fair. It is a very good game. Very good game. Final Fantasy 16 followed by Street Fighter 6. Also fair. Also very fair. Like I said, Final Fantasy 16, I think it's the best thing on here. Street Fighter 6, I want to see what they do. I think it has the potential to be interesting. Switch up the fighting game franchise as well. You know, we see those switch ups in the fighting game field on like lesser known titles, or you know, like more of the niche titles, but the big ones like Street Fighter is a triple A franchise for gaming. It's one of the OG gaming franchises. So I mean, to see that they're potentially taking a different route there as far as the gameplay goes, that's super exciting. But guys, I think that's really the end of our show here. Yeah, I think that's really the end of the show. There wasn't... it makes me upset, though, because it didn't really leave us with that much to talk about, right? We didn't really get left with too much that we wanted to discuss here. So, we're just going to have to break it all down a little bit more on this Saturday's episode of Geeks and Goblins, episode 12, where, of course, we're going to be talking about all of the wonderful things that were mentioned in this particular special episode. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me on this special episode presented by Goblin Gang Entertainment of Geeks and Goblins. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to do this again, hopefully with Utopian Revolt on the 12th for the Bethesda conference. That is going to be dumb exciting. Like, stupid exciting. We will see you here live on that channel when it goes live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been OG Goblin. Thank you for tuning in so much. And we will see you on Saturday on the next episode of Geeks and Goblins. Y'all take it easy.